if you hear women saying, I don't want to have sex with my husband, well, why? Well, I don't know. Well, that's not fair.
Yeah.
If you know and then you express it to him and he doesn't change it, fine.
Right.
You can think you can say it's because of this, and this, and then he goes off and he corrects that, and that, and you still don't feel the connection.
I believe everything is a discussion.
I agree.
Everything.
I'm with you. Absolutely.
No matter how uncomfortable, how I believe everything is a discussion.
Yep.
But if hypothetically she's like, my friend Vanessa passed away.
Okay.
Like, how much grace period are you?
When did she pass away? But I
and
feel
how?
Like,
and is she haunting us?
I feel like that's something that's one of those things you would know. Oh, we stopped having sex. Like the timeline would add up.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we stopped fucking when your friend died.
Yeah.
So then that's something y'all can work through.
So now we're talking
what I mean?
about it, and she's like, so for you as a person, as an empathetic person who's understanding,
Okay.
like, okay, it's been I don't know, let's put a number on it. It's been a month. It's been a
that's
month.
not
Okay,
long,
it's been 2 months.
I'm jacking it.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
jacking.
We got
2 months.
We got to dig her up.
You get it?
We introing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Gary Anderson. What's your name? How are you today? I'm joined by my sons.
What has Gary been on this whole morning, bro?
I don't know, bro.
He been
You
freestyling
take
in the
something this morning?
microphones. Took an edible.
Did you
What's
take
going
the
on?
kids to school this morning? Is that why you're in like dad play mode?
Yeah, I took my daughter to school.
You haven't snapped back out into the real world. You're in like
I-
daddy mode still.
Yeah, I've been in daddy mode for 20 some odd years.
Yeah,
since I've been fathering you.
What's wrong with this nigga, bro? It's been father you. It's all coming out now.
Here's the cool part. I was like, nigga, you ain't know me for 25. I was like, oh shit, we're so old.
Very old people.
We are old, bro. Damn, that's crazy. Like to know somebody that long.
Yeah, and been actually cool. It's like, yeah, my friends, I think I've known at this particular point in time close to 30 years.
Yeah,
So,
my boy
yeah.
Carrie, I've known for over 30 years now.
Yeah, it's like, it's interesting how it's like, how do you keep relationships that long?
We're still on the intro. Who are you?
Oh yeah, we are.
Keenan Baker, man.
Yeah. What do you do for a living, Keenan Baker?
Hey, man, survive.
Well, clearly. You're not sitting here dead. What ask a dead person what they do for a living.
What do they
Nothing
do?
now.
Well, haunt. They haunt. You know what I mean? Watch over babies.
Haunt.
I watch over
I haunt
people.
all of my enemies.
You know the usual. Chop it up with the Lord, my
When does that
dude.
get boring though? Like, how long can you haunt somebody? I feel like if you haunt someone long enough, you will start to like empathize with their struggles. Like, oh, I get why you are. I get why you did the things you
Get
did.
into their lives, get invested.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what if they
Now
get
you want 'em to
invested
win?
and they only start haunting certain people based on the people they like in the house? Like, actually, that nigga cool, but this nigga, fuck boy over here, just, Dad, I swear there's a ghost in my room. Nobody hears it but you.
Yeah.
Nobody hears it but you.
If you're haunting for that long, like you said, there has to be boredom.
This is interesting. This is how comedians come up with material. We just it's the most random shit, and then you go down a rabbit hole.
Is that what you do for a living?
What, tell jokes for a living?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Keon Poli
That's
over
what we
here.
do for a living over here.
But imagine like niggas been haunting since the 1700s. Just like nigga, this shit is boring.
Why
bro.
though? Why didn't they hunt before that?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking.
you're talking about a guy who
He died in the 1700s. It's like he's like, yo, it's like you still just haunting people. You're not bored. You didn't step up. You didn't graduate. You didn't
We
get a
have
degree.
Wi-Fi now. We have
That's the
internet,
thing. I don't
bro.
think you come out the gate haunting. I think you got to go through the training program. You got to go through haunting training. You know what I mean? Like how to be a proper ghost.
Probably because you know there's a
to
person
be a good
that's
civilian.
stupid
Yeah.
as a ghost.
I don't even think it
Wow.
starts off as haunting. I think it starts off as like just trying to talk to people that you miss. And then it's just like, hey, what's going on, man? How you been?
But
It's
it's
just
sitting
like,
like,
hey, nigga.
"Whoa."
But
like
see,
you speak, like what if it's like animals? Like they barking, we hear, but they're speaking like English.
I always thought that animals can somehow they're able to speak to each other in some type of way. I don't know if it's from like octaves or whatever it is, but I feel like there is a communication or some type of language thing that they have with each other. Because sometimes you see animals do something, you be like, they understand what they're doing right now. Like,
What if they're just better at social cues?
it could be that.
What if they just good at like what you need? Like what if they're just so empathetic? They're just like, You? It's like, yeah, man. You go, hey, bro.
Like
You
a dog,
too,
a
same
dog.
shit.
Like when you're sad, a dog will come up onto you, like
Yeah.
move your hands so it can get up under you and try to cuddle with you.
They're
Because
just better.
It could be that.
They're just better at feeling each other out. Humans are just like,
I know, yeah. I wonder how long that took to kind of domesticate animals in that way. Because they're not, I wonder if they're like that in the wild, like tapped into.
Well, you think about it, even in the wild, they were domesticated wild animals back in the day. They used them, huskies or camels, horses.
Yeah.
They did it way before. So probably just through time and over time, they're just like,
But wild animals in general, it's just like they communicate with each other still. It's like they know when things are going on.
oh yeah.
It's like that's what I want. That's what I want to know. It's like, what is their communication? Like when it comes to a pack of lions, like, hey, we got to scram, nigga. Like,
I think they're just not dumb. Like as far as like humans wonder too much. Like animals are very simple. You see everybody running out the forest, nigga, we get the fuck on. Obviously something's going on. Where a human would be like, what's going on over there?
Not humans. White humans. White humans do that.
It's
yeah.
like, why?
But
We ain't gonna do that.
That's why we're able to do this podcast in this garage. Somebody was like, we need to put our cars like close to our houses underneath something. Like it's just a natural curiosity of human nature that allows us to evolve.
I mean, we started off talking about why do ghosts?
Yeah, I mean, why do you haunt? I feel like also, I think after you die, you have to I think the first thing you do is you go to therapy in death, like whatever that is, because you have to reconcile with the fact that you're dead, and I'm sure you probably have people that you might want to point the finger towards. And
what if that's why
you might
they're
want to haunt them first?
What if why that's a haunting? Because there is no therapy. And it was like, I just got to get this shit out.
I got to get this shit out. I need to let them know,
there is no ghost
you the
therapy.
reason I got cancer.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'll be interesting.
Like, you dirty bitch, you cheating on me. Like, this is why
I killed myself.
Yeah.
I think it could be interesting to where, like, once you kind of find your peace as a ghost, you do kind of just either graduate to something else. Like, it's like, all right, until you figure out
another job. Like,
you're in the office.
You're on the assembly line.
Like now, I don't want to be this. Are y'all guardian angels? Y'all hiring?
Yeah, It could be that too. It's like now you can graduate to an angel or whatever.
We ain't hiring no niggas.
What?
Yo, when did we get up there and it's
race up here too? It's still
Oh,
race.
that would be trash.
Wow.
That would be so trash. You
That was
still
so-
racist,
bro.
Yeah, we're not hiring any black
go down
angels
to
right
the
now.
unemployment office.
Yeah. Discrimination in heaven still,
Like,
bro.
can you imagine angels on the stoop? Like, these niggas ain't trying to hire me. They never want to give an angel a chance, man.
If there's discrimination in heaven, nigga, that's a problem. We gotta talk to
wild.
God.
That's a problem.
We're gonna be like, hey, yo, God, nigga,
Wild.
this is your place.
I need to speak to the creator.
This is wild.
God, like, hey, man, I'm above that. Like, it'll be.
What if he was like, I ain't got time to be dealing with this. Y'all was supposed to get it right down there. You didn't. Now you up here causing me problems.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like
What if God is just a stressed out black mom? Just like, every day, it's the same thing.
it's like it's always funny. Like I wonder, but then I don't want to wonder because I want to be like, man, I wonder, and God be like, well, here, I'll give you a chance to wonder, nigga.
You curious? You curious? And I miss my uncle. You just out of here?
No, I didn't mean like that. There was a movie like where I forgot what it's called, but I think it has who's the dude from what was that movie? Surviving Sarah Marshall. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Who's the tall dude? What's his name?
I forgot his name, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
So he
Wait, which tall dude? Russell Brand or
no,
main
the other guy.
Okay, I forgot his name.
Yeah. I forgot his name, but he did a movie where like they found out there's an afterlife. And it was on Netflix, and it's like I think you saw like a lot of people started committing suicide, started killing themselves because it's like, oh, there's like a place that you can go to after this. That's like we know this is real now.
But you gonna get in if you kill yourself.
Right.
Well, that's not what they're thinking. Of course, they're just thinking like, hey, it's trash here. I'd rather go to this place.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Oh fuck, damn, we were talking about this too. But that would be funny if you like you're trying to kill yourself, but you don't want it to be like. You don't want it to be labeled as such.
Suicide? So you
Yeah,
try to
so
accidentally.
you're trying to figure out, I just slipped. Just like, nah, that was
just go to the hood and be like, fuck y'all, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Why would you do that? Nah, I didn't know. I was having a bad day. I just chose the wrong guy. I didn't know he was gonna.
Nah.
I didn't know he was gonna
knew what
use
you were
it.
getting into.
I didn't know he was gonna use
You
it.
knew that was going.
Hold on, you can't trick God into to not knowing a
You
suicide.
can't.
I mean, what if he can though? What if he's not?
What if he pulled out the tapes like, bro? I already knew you was finna do this, bro. What are you?
What if he's naive? What if
The guy's naive.
What if you
That'd
just
be
ain't got
hilarious.
time for it? What if you don't have time to watch film?
What if people just manipulating guys?
It's like, next, who's next?
All
What?
right, if that's what he said,
All right, cool.
I believe him.
But I've had like I talked about how like this. I feel like this guy ran out. Like he ran out in the street and tried to run in front of my car.
In the movie?
And no, this is in real life. This guy ran out in the street and tried to get me to like hit him, and I was able to swerve and get out the way.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this nigga tried to really make me an assist to like his suicide.
Yeah.
Like it was like, and it made me feel like what you just said. It was like, yo, it's like he was like, I don't want to be known for killing myself.
Yeah.
This nigga known, but now you fuck up my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my mental was destroyed if I would have hit this guy and killed him. Like it would have destroyed me.
If you're gonna be selfish with it, be selfish with it. Take your lumps.
Yeah.
Take your lumps. Don't get somebody else involved in your shit.
Explain later, man.
Yeah, take your lumps, man.
You had a good explanation.
God being naive is crazy, bro.
But what if he's just busy? Like, what if he's just busy? Like, bro, I don't have. What did he say he did?
But
Push
how-
him through.
but
Like,
how-
What if
Right,
there's a time where
right.
at TSA, they
he's
be like,
that employee.
All right, go.
He that employee that don't give a
go.
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, bro. Go.
But supposedly how they're pushing God.
Supposedly, what they saying up there is
No, I'm saying
talking
here.
about the movie.
No, I'm saying here in general, like how people view God is that there's nothing too much for him. So it's like he can handle everything at once. It's just like it's not that I don't think he can, but it's just like, or he or she, whatever. But it's like the entity. But it's like I just think that y'all be just guessing. Like y'all don't really know for real. Also too, like I don't want to get too deep into religion, but it's just like you start going to the Bible. It's like, all right, nigga. Some
we
nigga
be picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody picks and chooses.
Picks and chooses. Some
Everybody
nigga
picks
wrote
and
this, bro. How am I supposed to know this is? I don't know.
Everybody picks and chooses what they want to grab and what they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
What you be grabbing onto that's left field? Is there anything?
like just in life,
Yeah.
left field.
In terms of applying in the Bible into your life.
Nothing really.
Nah, I mean, for me, left field, nothing. It's like I don't
Yeah.
like you know.
I'm like I look at it like, all right, try not to be a piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the summary.
You know what's funny? A lot of the stuff that's in the Bible that at least that I, like if I'm going off what my wife says, a lot of stuff that's in there is like basic human niceness and
Yeah,
gratitude.
well, that's the acronym. The Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth.
yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's the acronym.
Basic instructions
somebody just create
Before
that?
leaving Earth.
Wait, nigga, when did this happen? I didn't know about
You
this.
didn't grow up in the church, man.
I did grow up in the church.
Yeah.
So that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
What? I'm shocked right now.
Yeah. So that's
I didn't know
what it
that's what
is.
that meant. I didn't know what a hog tie.
That's like
I didn't know.
Wait. What if you get to heaven and God is like, you did know how to hold that? No, you definitely did.
Oh, real?
What if that was something we all got, like it was one of our natural abilities that we lost as babies, but we all did know how to hog tie people, and it just went away because we didn't practice that skill set.
Consistently, yeah. That's,
I wonder how many things we have naturally that we just lose because we don't practice.
yeah, I
Like
mean,
that we're born with.
think about this. Have you ever been doing something or had to like it was like flight or flight and you was able to pull it off and do it and get it done? Like there's been things that so there's probably things
Parenting.
I'm sure parenting is probably one of the main things for people, right? Where it's just like you don't think you know how to do this and you be like, all right, cool.
Because we're naturally supposed to do this. Like I'll tell first time parents all that when they're really nervous, especially the dudes, I'll be like, it'll kick in. You'll just.
You know what's funny? I'm not
Just be like,
afraid.
all right,
I don't have the fear of like, man.
That's
what-
because you're old. You're gonna be an
Older
ass
parent.
father.
Yeah.
You're not.
But
22.
I didn't have it. Well, at 22, I guess I would have had that fear,
Yeah.
right?
When we're
You'd have
supposed
freaked
to have
out.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having kids hella late now.
Yeah.
We're like hella like
We're
well
mature ass
prepared now.
parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not fucking 22 trying to get our lives, figure our
Yeah.
career and our
Yeah.
relationships
Yeah.
and our parents. Like,
That's when you settle.
yeah.
You're at the factory, you're at the mill, on the assembly line. I gotta raise these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
still
like your
dreaming.
wife? I don't know. She cool. You know what I mean? You like your husband? Hey, he brings home the bacon.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
we're having kids later. We're discovering ourselves better.
Go
We're,
Steelers. You know? That's all you got.
You seen that video of the dude? The girl turned off his video game. And he was like, why would you do that? She was like, that's all you do. He was like, it's all I have.
Yeah.
And he was so serious. Like, what else do I have? What else do I have?
I'm mad at her for disturbing his peace.
Oh,
like,
everybody was like, break up with her. Like, she's a terrible person.
yeah, you don't.
Of course, people are so extreme.
Yeah.
They can work on it. They can work on it.
No, for sure. But I would say that is a problem that you have to have a discussion with. It's just like, yo, that might be his one thing of peace.
That's all he said that with his heart. This is all I have. This is my one thing that I have.
Right.
So my next question for him would be like, when was the last time y'all had sex? You know what I mean? Because there's some sexual frustration embedded in that. It sounds
most likely, yes.
You know what I mean?
I can agree with that.
Yeah, if that's all you have.
This is all I have.
Yeah, because I don't like my job.
You don't.
I ain't fucking you.
Yeah, you don't have sex the night before and then say that.
Not at all.
You in a good mood. Hey man, I love my wife.
You don't just get out some pussy and be like, this video game is all I have.
Not at all. Not at all.
You write out the exit, just like
That's definitely sexual frustration.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fresh out the pussy. Even when she be like, come to bed, you like,
Yeah.
what else I got to do for the day?
Turn this bullshit game off. Hey, I'll get it.
I didn't bust in my nut. Like,
I'm good.
You want to go to bed at 9? Fine, let's do it. Like,
exactly. At 9?
I don't give a shit.
Absolutely.
Like, that's fine.
This is all that I have is peak sexual frustration.
Yeah. Do you think that's most issues in relationships
Yes.
besides finances? Do you think it's just
That's next
not
in line
smashing?
Yeah.
For both of them too. I'm not talking about for men, for just the guys, for men and women. I don't think women realize how much they need sex as well. I think they blow it off too much.
I don't think they need it as much as we do.
Not as much as us, but how much they need it for themselves though, and don't they just blow
the
it
therapy
off.
of it? Yeah,
yeah, they just
Right.
blow,
Yeah.
not only the therapy, the science of it, the endorphins you release, the stress you release, what it does for your body, like all that. I don't think they get that.
I think
I don't think they get it.
I think it
keeps you youthful.
I think it
keeps you
gets
useful.
tough for women because you also have a group of women out there that don't orgasm. So for them, it's like if they feel like they're just having sex and they're not getting as much pleasure out of it as they know they can or they should, or like let's say they've had a previous guy that has made them orgasm crazy and this guy that they married doesn't. It's like for them, they might be looking at sex either as a chore or just like, yo, I don't get what I
still
got
would
to
say
do.
that was their fault. Because you're not communicating your needs.
Yeah, and then also women can also. I think if you have gone without having an orgasm for so long, you can still find joy in sex without actually having an orgasm.
That's true. I always say this. I always say when you get to a certain age, as a man or a woman, if you can't make yourself come in a sense, I think that's a problem.
I mean, I would agree with that.
Because there was older women that I used to mess with back in the day, and like
How old?
I would say the oldest I messed with was in the 50s.
Did they ever buy your porn?
Did they ever buy my porn?
Yeah, the older ladies.
Nah, I wasn't selling at that point.
You got out the game?
I mean, at that point,
Turned your life around?
At that point, free porn online was going crazy at that point.
So y'all got pushed out.
Yeah, we got the market changed, baby. We didn't give it the times.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But like the older women that I messed with, there was like they would get on top and be like just kind of like stay right there, and they would just ride and grind themselves.
I know how to get myself.
I know how to get myself off, and then after that, we can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like I agree with that. I think at a certain age, you should know how to explore your body to please yourself sexually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it takes that to get off, if it's like, you know, your position to make you orgasm the most is riding or from the back or a guy being a missionary, like y'all being a missionary, then kind of like make sure that gets done. I think at a certain point in time, it's not our, I don't want to say it's not our fault 100%, but it's not an excuse anymore.
But I would argue though that like like because they run on so many things all being aligned.
That's true.
I put it on them because if you're not communicating to let's say you don't feel like fucking your dude, but the reason is because you get tired of seeing his socks on the floor. But like, okay, if you do these things,
but she has to know that. I think they feel the frustration, but they don't know exactly how to pinpoint the stimulus and the triggers. They just be like, I'm out of sorts. I don't know why. Something's amiss.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. I can see that.
And it's up to you to be like, maybe it's because the socks on the floor.
It's up to you?
Yeah, it's up to you as the dude.
See, I don't agree with that, man. You gotta, as a communicator, I'm like, no, express your shit.
I don't fucking know.
But
I'm just frustrated.
But that's the thing. It's like you can't.
Well, then you have to. Since I can't control that. Well, then we fucking figure it out.
Oh, because figure it out while Keon.
Yeah.
Because
figure out during.
If you can't tell me what your issue is and you don't know your issue, why do I have to suffer because you don't know?
That
doesn't make any sense.
You shouldn't
either
have,
one of us.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to suffer, and also too, you shouldn't be blamed for it either.
Right. Yeah,
I agree. It goes both ways. It goes for the guy too. It's just like if there's an issue of like whether it's like you being able to get it up or whatever the case may be. It's like, what's the issue there?
My thing is like be fair.
Yeah,
so like,
I agree.
If you hear women saying, "I don't want to have sex with my husband," well, why? Well, I don't know. Well, that's not fair.
Yeah.
If you know and then you express it to him and he doesn't change it, fine.
Right.
Or if you know and he does work, but if you just say, "I don't know," well, that's not fair to him.
Yeah,
it's not fair, but it is a reality because you can think you know. You can say it's because of this, and this, and then he goes off and he corrects that, and you still don't feel the connection. You still don't feel.
So then, at what point do you be like, you know what?
Go get help.
Go do your thing, or if let's say a lot of people stay together because they don't want to break up.
Such extremes, just like then fuck it.
No, I'm saying let's say this is over. We're talking overtime,
Yeah.
right? So he correcting his thing. It's 3 years of correcting his shit, and she's still not into him. At what point do you say either I'm gonna dip or go get what you need in that realm while I'm here because I like you because I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Or if I don't like you, leave.
I think
You
you
know
got.
what I mean?
I think that's a discussion for sure. I don't
That's
think
a discussion.
I think at that point, if you're like, yo, it's been 3 years since we've been together, 4 years since we've been together. We have sex 3 times a year, if that.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work.
I believe everything is a discussion.
I agree. I'm with
Everything.
you. Absolutely.
No matter how uncomfortable, how
Absolutely.
I believe everything is a discussion.
Yep.
Everything.
And I
to
think
an extent.
I don't.
To an extent, I think there's a level of intrigue in sort of feeling each other and kind of just learning each other. It's almost like a dance. Like when you dance with somebody, you're not explicitly saying what move to do. You're just kind of guiding and feeling it. So I think there's a certain reward in that. Yes, you can have a conversation about every single thing, but then things become robotic. Things become transactional.
No, I'm talking about problems.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, if something's off.
And I don't
What's
know.
up?
And
What's
I don't know what the off is. We need to have a
Yeah.
discussion about it.
And
So-
then if we revisit this later and we're still off, okay, now that didn't work, what's
Yeah.
the next plan? We
Yeah.
tried to fill it out. What's the next? So when I say I believe everything's a discussion, I believe after you exalted your natural feel out,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
nigga,
What's
what's up?
going on?
Like,
What's
what's
going
going
on?
on? If we can't figure that
Yeah.
out, then what's our next plan from here? Because this is weird to
So,
just sit here. And life is short to be wasting fucking time.
Okay, what if hypothetically she's like, my friend Vanessa passed away.
Okay.
Like, how much grace period are you?
When did she
giving?
pass away? But I
And
feel like-
how? And is she haunting us?
I feel like I feel like that's something that's one of those things you would know. Oh, we stopped having sex. Like the timeline would add up.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, we stopped fucking when your friend
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
So then that's something y'all can work through.
So now we're
You know what
talking
I mean?
about it, and she's like, so for you as a person, as an empathetic person who's understanding,
Okay.
like, okay, it's been I don't know, let's put a number on it. It's been a month. It's
No,
been a
that's
month.
not
Okay,
long,
it's
you
been
know.
2 months.
I'm jacking it.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
jacking.
We got
2 months.
We got to dig her up.
You get
We can put her in the corner, prop her up. We'll bring her out on Halloween. Nobody knows the wiser. We'll keep her up. Use her for Halloween.
You like,
what I
you know
mean?
what? I'm gonna go get her.
I'm gonna go get her. Let's dig her up.
Bro, the sight of her
Talk
be
to
even
her
worse. It'll
family.
fuck up the energy in the house even more, dog.
If you miss her that much, it's fucking with me. Let's dig her up.
So 3 months you digging her up.
Dig her up. Put her
Oh,
up.
man.
Halloween decorations. Halloween Vanessa.
I think I can survive off masturbation.
I can't.
But you're not watching porn though. So this is all imagination.
Why am I not watching porn?
Oh, so but you're putting yourself at risk of
Of what?
relapsing into your addiction.
It is what it is at that point.
It is what it is.
My addiction to save
One
this.
addiction.
My
It's either
addiction to
my
save
addiction or push you through the refrigerator.
Because now she gonna come back. She gonna come back. It's like I've noticed, Kenan, you've been watching a lot more porn than
What are you talking? Whose girl? Like, I don't think my girl knows I watch. Or like, I think she might know
Mine
that I
does.
watch, but she doesn't. She doesn't walk in, but oh, he's watching porn now. I'll come right back real quick. She's not gonna. She doesn't know when I'm watching it or anything like that. Like, it's a lot of times, most
Y'all
likely
don't
would
watch it
be
together?
porn. Nah, not really like that. No,
Put it on. I just put it on. I'll be like,
I don't just put it on. It's like
I just put it on the main TV. If
I
the
do.
kids walk in, they walk in.
Put it on.
It's
Not
like,
on the main. Now that we have smart TVs in all the rooms, I don't have to. I'd be like, I'll just put it on. You can share it from your.
What's her first? She walks in. and you're watching something, what's her first?
She's usually like she'll laugh because I'll do it on purpose sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, see,
She's like, "Oh, you just."
She's not like what's like kind of seeing what you like exactly like what the content
No,
is.
if anything, on the flip side, I tell her when on the occasions that you do watch it, send me the links. I want to know what you're into. I want to see what you're watching, just out of curiosity, just to know.
But
because she'll tell me like, I watched some porn today. And I'm like, oh, what was it?
See, but I was like, I mean, for me, porn is a lot of times for me. I don't want to say that it's private, but it's also kind of sneaky.
Yes.
So it's like, for me, it's like I don't.
Smut.
Yeah, it's like I don't.
I
not even just had to smut, but it's like I don't.
Smut king.
I love
When
the
if
smut
she
word.
walks in, one, I'm probably gonna have headphones on because I watch it with headphones.
Who's in your house though? You have no kids. Put it on.
It feels more personal.
Because my walls are thin, so it's like if I have it on, and the loud video game neighbor who screams all the time is always like, "Wait a second, what is he watching?" And then what if he starts masturbating to what I'm watching? It's like it's
man,
weird.
you
I don't need
know.
all that. So it's like I normally make it a private thing. So if Janelle ever walks in on me, it's gonna be a caught situation. Like,
you're
like
gonna feel caught.
yeah. So it's not gonna be one of those things like I'm watching it and she walks in and is like, oh, he's just gonna rub one out because this is just it's Tuesday. It's like it's not. That's not
Well,
how.
I don't see. I'm not a big
Rubber outer.
outer or a porn like connoisseur like that. So if it's
Aficionado.
on, it's because she coming in. We've already been talking or whatever. I'm like, what do you think about this? You know what I mean? Like it's so loose. It's very Even when my rubbing it out,
It's like comical.
She knows I'm doing it.
Everything has a
Yeah,
sort of some
level of,
levity.
like-
Wait. So
She knows when I do it.
She knows that you're masturbating. So she's like in the kitchen, like making dinner. And you're
No,
just like,
because why would I do it during dinner time? It's usually like that.
he's like, I want to eat first.
Anytime I do it,
She knows you did it.
she knows I did it because I'm like, hey man, we ain't smashed in a couple, so you know what I'm about to do. So
I don't even say anything.
It's,
It is what it is. You know how many times I done jacked off and then she's like, you want to go do it? I'm like, the chamber's empty, baby. It's done for. I ain't got nothing.
Because then it gets to a point where she's like, don't. I'll be home at. Cause I want her to feel it. Like nigga,
You want to make her feel guilty.
The pressure.
feel the pressure. Like I'm gonna.
But it's
I'm
all,
leaving here with something.
It's all in the spirit of fun, though.
Yeah,
it's always in the
so
spirit of fun.
she came home a couple days ago. She was like, "You bet not," and I was like, "Maybe I might.
I might.
Maybe I will.
won't.
Depends." I said, "You're on the clock."
Wait.
Depends on time.
Let me wait. Hold on.
Depends on
Hold
time
on.
you get
It's
home.
fun.
Hold on. Wait. So you masturbate when she's wide awake in the house?
I have. If I offer the smash,
That's interesting.
It's
if I
interesting.
offer the smash and she says not tonight, I'll be right back.
Just like that.
I do not care. I do not care.
That's interesting. I don't. Yeah, mine is either she's.
I've done it with the door open. This could have been you, baby. You could have had all this.
I have done it next to somebody before.
I was like, I don't give a damn.
I've done it next to somebody when they were asleep. I'm just like, well, it's been this long.
Yeah, if you say no to me, you're out. Like you're out the running. You're out.
You can't just wait a day.
But what does this
So
have to
funny.
do with you? Once I can still do it again tomorrow. Like what is this? I want this now. I'm horny now. If you're
so
not
funny.
horny now,
It'd be so funny. Like no. Okay, Maria, come out the closet. Come on. She said no.
like yeah, I'm not. I told her I'm not on your schedule. I'm not on your schedule.
When it comes to sex,
I'm not on your schedule. So if you can't meet me where I'm at,
you feel like that's
I got
kind of
it.
you feel like that's kind of selfish.
It is selfish, but I feel like it's selfish on her part too. It's not. It's selfish on both of our parts. You don't feel like it. That's fine. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to wait on you. Like because what happens is, and this is why we're so playful and loose with it. If I wait, I become frustrated. I become angry. I become, you know what I mean? I'm
Agree.
trying
I
to
do too,
avoid
yeah.
that.
Yep.
So let me just knock this out. And then you can't hold me hostage and tell me not to do it because you want to be the one to do it. Well, then nigga, come do it.
That's
you can't
true.
have it both ways.
That's true. That's fair.
You can't have it both ways. And if
right.
we want a peaceful household, let me get my nut, nigga. Like I ain't bothering nobody.
which is great, and it's honest and it's logical. It's weird knowing that it's simplified to that. Like,
Yeah.
it's so simple.
It's so simple.
Yeah, mine
But
is
yet I don't know why everything is like it's that simple.
Yeah.
mine is it's just private. Like I'm sure she knows that I've done it or I do it, but she doesn't know. I don't think she knows when.
Try it.
You know what?
Try
You know
it.
what?
I like that too.
And you know
Try
what's funny?
letting her
And
know.
here, you know what's funny? I'm gonna ask her today. I'm gonna be like, yo, do you do you know when she might? And because she might be like, oh, I know you jacked off yesterday. She might even know that she just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder, does she know? But I don't think she does. It's like a lot of times if she's gonna be at work all day and I'm at home editing all day, it's just like, well, take a break from editing, go run one of these out and get back to work. It's just like she's not even in the
That's
presence.
another thing too. I'm not a daytime person. My days are very. I got this much window to do everything I got to do before I got to go get the kids, and then after that, it's homework, it's practice, it's blah blah. So my nights are when it's time. So I'm like, either you up or I'm up. What's the deal?
You know what's funny? It's like, do you ever set times?
Is that
like,
Jess?
Yeah, I want that. Hello? Are you busy? You got a quick second?
What's up,
What
Jess?
did you
What's going on, Jess?
The guy say
We're on the
hi.
podcast right now, just so
Yeah.
you
We're
so
live.
you're live.
I just got a quick question. We're like talking about masturbation and like the privacy of it. Masturbation and just like it being kind of we have different approaches to it naturally. So we're trying to we're just here trying to build community. What do you think I masturbate to?
What?
No, that wasn't the question.
What's the
nigga.
question?
When did she know when you do it?
Oh, do you know? Yeah, you know when I masturbate, right?
Yeah, after everybody's in bed, or like if you.
Yeah, like a real
with
man.
the door locked.
And does it bother you?
When the
Does
door
it-
is
and does
locked,
it-
I know that you're masturbating.
And does it bother you?
Yes,
It does? Why?
because you try to hide it. You like put the like Vaseline container like behind.
Okay. That's enough. We got enough. We got everything we needed. So,
You wanted to make this call, dog.
All
You wanted to make
no,
keep
hold
going.
on. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay. So no. What bothers you is sometimes
Is that you try to act like you weren't just doing it.
okay. So if I was open about it, like I'm doing this right now,
Oh my god.
and then you think
Well, no, I mean like, but you like lock the door. I'm like, why do you have the door locked? You're like, oh, I don't know, I was about to like take a shower or something. I'm like, no, that's not.
I
what
just
you're
have
doing.
a tendency to lock doors. That's just my thing.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Sure.
Wait, so would you want to know?
Would you want to know? In what like degree would you want to know? To what degree?
I don't think I want to know. I think it's just weird that you like try to hide it.
Okay.
And
So what would be a better like presentation of this is what I've been doing with
Well,
my
just
life?
put the Vaseline container back like where it goes. Instead of,
So then you still wouldn't know.
So you're just mad about the mess?
Yeah, you're just mad about you're just mad about the socks on the floor. That's what it comes back to.
just like don't leave it all out. Just like laying around, so I have to clean it up.
Okay.
oh, you leave her to clean up?
That doesn't happen.
That's
often.
crazy.
That
So, okay,
happens
so-
very rarely.
So for clarification,
For clarification,
Shoes on the floor sometimes, and I have to pick them up.
that was like at least 2 years ago.
Wait.
No,
You
I
think?
found
at least
them
two.
on
Oh
the
my
couch the
God.
other day.
Well, you say-
Oh, that was unused.
No,
so
it
funny.
was
That was
not.
unused. Okay.
Okay,
This
so
is going off the rails at this point.
Question. So for clarification,
Keon has a question.
you don't care that he does it. You just want him to do it and just clean up after himself.
So be discreet. Be more discreet.
No, don't be discreet. Just like, no, I don't need to know that you're doing it. Like, how would that even work? Like, what?
Keon has a way
what
that
would
he
look
Keon
like?
has a way that he informs his partner that he's
Right.
gonna participate in smut.
And she's cool with it.
And she's warned. And sometimes she
Oh,
will.
like, don't come in here. Like,
No, not don't come in here. Like he basically extends the invitation to her, and if she declines, then he lets her know, like, all right, well, I'm about to go do my thing, essentially.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Got
So,
it.
so
And
how
Keenan is very secretive about his
Oh, yeah.
about his activities.
Yeah, because my thing is just like,
The funny thing is, though, is like you think you're being secretive, but you're not.
Right.
So that's what.
Well, I got to do better on that. Then that's
You're
my
just,
fault.
Like, bad at like hiding it. If you like really don't want me to know you're doing it, then you should like do a better job.
Maybe I kind of want you to know. Maybe I do
But then
kind of
you
want
act like you weren't doing it, so that's just like weird to me.
you. So you think I'm
So
a
what?
weirdo.
So what if he comes out and he's like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
like,
Ooh, I got a good one there, boy. Shit.
Much better.
That's so much
Oh, that's better.
All right.
Okay, see.
All right. I'll give you the play-by-play then.
See?
In the future, like, yeah, man, this one girl.
No, you missed out on that, look.
Man,
The fact that you,
I don't need to know
the video was 5 minutes. I couldn't get through 2 minutes of it. It was
yeah,
crazy.
they don't want to know the details of like who you masturbated to and all that stuff
No,
like
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
wanna-
You want to know?
No.
You want to know that?
That's
But
crazy.
you just want him to get up and do it, and then come back and be like, ugh, that was a
I
good
mean,
one.
I already know that you look at some weird porn. So
Like what?
I don't. You
Like
already
what?
know
I don't
all
look at
kinds of
anything
stuff.
weird. I don't think my porn selection is weird.
Well, you talk the cupcake thing is weird.
I did. Yeah, I don't know if she knows about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Though. Yeah. All right.
You know.
Okay. This has been fun. Thank you for your time. And
See?
your service. Bye.
I stopped myself mid-joke. When he said, thank you for your service, I almost said, or lack thereof. Forcing this poor man to leave Vaseline all over the place.
this nigga's messy, bro. You know what's funny? The good thing about y'all make fun of me all the time about being snot nose baker and snotty nose baker. That's the good thing.
Nobody's making fun of you for that.
I have got made fun of.
we make
that.
fun of him every day.
Yeah, what are you talking about? So like the reason why
There's already tissues all over the place, so you're
yes. So if there's
Oh.
a tissue next to my laptop,
She don't know what it's from.
She's not thinking that it's masturbation. She's thinking like, oh, this nigga just left his
But what
snotty
if she
tissue.
does know this whole time? So now you see, Jess is just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dudes, I think, and women though, but dudes, I'm speaking because we're guys. I really think, I talk about this on stage, I think we overthink shit. They just want to be included in shit, man.
She said she doesn't
I don't
want to be
think she
included.
doesn't wanna be
She
included.
She doesn't
said
be
just said
included, but
doesn't
she's
wanna
like,
be included.
don't, like, I know you're doing it, just do it.
Do it and
She
clean
said
up.
she
Yeah.
pretty much saying just clean up. Like
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like. I think that some women don't want to know because they don't want to think that they're not satisfying or
You're
pleasing.
not.
Yeah, and that's the truth. But
You are not.
But here's the thing: it's like they don't want to ever. Now that's reality now, right? So most men are not saying that you're not satisfying me. They're not going to the girl and saying that, right? So it's like when they see that if you're especially if you're masturbating consistently weekly, right? And they're like, yo, how many times you masturbate a week? Like 3-4 times. Wait.
That's a lot.
And I live here. It's just like, well, if we only having sex once a week or once every few
But
weeks,
in
But sometimes
fairness,
you don't even want to have sex.
I was about to say, in fairness, sometimes you just want to nut.
Just quick fun.
It's
For
not-
sure,
It had nothing
yeah.
to do with you at all. It
Absolutely.
was just like, yo, this is just to get through my day. It's a cup of coffee nut.
Yeah.
bro.
It's just
I,
Cup of joe.
look, I got plans this weekend.
Cup of
So
juice.
it's like I got plans to do it this weekend because
Wait. Now that you make plans?
Yeah.
I mean, because Janelle, she's not going to be here for a few days. She's house sitting. So it's just like, all right, there's no. I know that I know those days I'm not going to get any. So it's like, all right, cool. I got at least a day to rub one of these out.
Do you like candles? Is it
I don't-
a
I don't-
experience?
Turn
It's-
pictures around.
I don't do any of that. I just like I said, my thing is very private.
Calls himself
You know
a
what's
porn
funny?
addict.
Even
How dare him? Calls himself a porn addict.
I mean that is addiction.
fraud.
It's like for me,
What if the real porn addicts come for you? They're like,
you don't know what
you
it's
don't know
like.
what I've. How dare you?
At the end of the day, for me personally, even when I'm in the house by myself, I still close all the doors.
Nice.
That's so funny.
Close all the doors. I make sure I
So
double.
it's private for you.
I double check.
What
to
if
make,
she was like, I want to watch?
You want to watch me do it?
Ooh,
What would you do? Because it sounds like it's really private for you.
Yeah.
And what if she was just like, I just want to watch you?
I mean, just you want to? How you watching me? Is she sitting like how
She
you
would-
niggas are sitting
she
right
would
now?
sit right here.
No.
And be like, do it.
No.
I would be like, ah! Oh my God. I would be all in.
But here's the thing: I have done it before, where you know, like if somebody's kissing up on you one time, and you while you're masturbating, she's kissing up on you to kind of turn you on, you jack off. It's like I've done that before.
He like this. I think you like the sneak element of it.
It's not even the sneak element of it. It's just like my thing is, it's like I don't know. It's me time, I guess.
Yeah.
so
Self-care,
you wouldn't let her
self-care.
watch you?
If she sitting here like this, how you just said it, absolutely not. But if it's on some like sexual watching, then yeah.
Oh.
That's what's not sexual about it.
If, she,
No,
if
he's
she's
saying if she's just-
fully
if she's-
clothed, like you said,
if
you
she's
said
just
sit
observing.
there, you sitting there and judging me
no.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
that right there with fully
So
clothed.
she's naked and she's like, do it.
Then yeah.
Or especially if she's like, all right, if you're masturbating and I masturbate at the same time, we're masturbating at the same time.
mutual masturbation.
What if it's not? What if she's like, I
Is-
just want
that's
to
the name
watch
of it?
you?
Yeah, they call it mutual masturbation.
If that's the
Little
case,
He
Eminem.
calls himself a porn addict. I just like,
You can't even jack off in front of a bitch. And he's talking about, I'm a
a porn addict can jack off in front of
addict can jack
anybody.
on a fucking bus stop.
Hey, I was walking around my trail at my house, and this guy was laying down in the grass, and he was just jacking off like in the morning.
He's
I
committed
was
to
like,
the craft.
damn, dog. Like
Committed to the craft.
And it looked. I was like, I mean, I wasn't wise, but I was like, damn, if I could just like lay down in grass and just look up and just look up at the sky and the trees and just like have a session, that would be dope. Just the freedom in that. That's dope.
Yeah,
In
but
nature.
but yeah, also too, I said my addiction was years ago. Like my addiction came like, I don't know, like in the 20s. So it's like I'm about to be 40. So it's not like this is not a thing now.
But but you don't lose your jumper. Like I haven't hooped it forever, but I can still.
Well,
So if you was doing it that much, I'm just saying.
I don't know if it's a
you
skill.
can't jack off in front of somebody. I mean, how
can't-
committed were you?
It's not about
to the gross
It's not
life?
about can or can't. It's about wanting to. So it's just like I don't care to sit here. I don't care to jack off in front of my wife while she sits in a fucking love seat, nigga, fully clothed.
Would you do
That's
it?
crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that's to me. To me,
would
that
do
to
it.
me that's.
I'm into it.
I would.
I'd do it.
I've had some strange,
Yeah, like-
fantasies. Yeah.
What if this whole time we discovered Keenan's the prude at all three of us?
Yeah, right? That'd be funny.
Nah,
He
I'm
said,
definitely
"You
not.
can't even Absolutely not.
We all said we would do it. We said we would do it. Man.
I can, but I don't want to. That's what it is. It's not about.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. All the girls I smashed in the butt. I didn't want to, but you know, when in Rome, baby. When in, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I
just
All right.
you're just really private about it. Now I'm just trying to get to the psyche, the depthness of the privacy. You're really private. It would led me to that question when you said you close the doors when you're home by yourself. I was like, oh. Yeah.
Well, it's to me, it's because it's like it's a matter of like you don't want to get caught, right? So it's like at least for me anyway. So I don't want. I guess the privacy comes in. All right, here.
Oh, okay. All right. See, there's always a backstory. That's why I ask questions.
Yeah.
There's always a backstory.
Keon knows the backstory.
I mean, everybody does. You did a joke about it.
Yeah, I do a joke about it, but yeah, I got caught jacking off before.
Oh.
See, there's always a backstory,
That's the trauma.
which I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about until you said that right now.
And
remember that.
and when I got caught, I was like pretty open. Like I left my door. I was in the house. Dad was fully aware and awake. It was like 5 p.m.
So you're like, never again.
so.
Scarred you.
But also too, when I got caught, it was so embarrassing.
Right.
And then like my brother told everybody.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And
See, there's always a backstory, people.
Yeah.
There's always a backstory.
For sure.
So what if Janelle was like, to help you get over this, just do it in front of me. We're gonna Batman this situation. I want you to be the jack off superhero. The man you were destined to be.
If she just said it right then and there,
She's like, let's get over this,
it would
baby.
be so funny to me that I probably wouldn't mentally be there right then. I would have to be like, all right, we'll get to that. And then we'll end up doing it probably like later
She's
that
like,
night.
take it out right now. I want to see it. And she's talking to you like sexy. She's like, we're gonna get it. We're gonna.
That'll be different. Yeah,
We're gonna get past. I want you to freedomly bust nuts wherever you want.
She's such a germaphobe. She wouldn't want that, but because she even found out that I jacked off like on a couch. She'd be like, "Your bare ass was on the couch? Like you didn't put something."
But he's
down?
like, I put a towel down and I did it.
She'd probably be like, "Okay."
One of my tiles that I use.
Yeah. She's like, put a
Which
towel
towel?
down.
The
Which
good
towel?
towels?
She's like,
Not
put
the
a
good
towel down. Do it. We're gonna get past this.
Yeah. Then at that particular point, yeah, I would do it.
Then she went and told everybody.
Oh my
Hell
God!
You made a
Hey,
Facebook post
hey,
and
bro.
doubled down on your trauma?
Pure villain.
Wowzers.
Pure
Bro,
villainy.
if she did that, bro, I don't even know how I would react to that.
That would be pure villainy.
And she was just
I would
like,
love
so-
What if she like made a story like
that would be so fucking funny.
I would, because now I'll be like, because when I'm not
like
like,
you can't trust her?
yeah, I wouldn't be like the trust would be gone.
Yeah.
Like so for my thing, it wouldn't even,
will be gone.
it wouldn't even be about
That's logical.
No, I know.
That's logical.
it wouldn't even be about the jack off anymore. It'd be literally like, oh, you're
You're a villain.
a fucking villain.
Yeah.
You said because you didn't
should-
catch me and
and
do
you-
it, and you set me
in
up.
my vulnerable
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
And then put it out to the
And
world.
I open up to you and be like, all right, I'll do this. If
Yeah.
you caught me,
Opened up
Yeah.
literally. I opened up.
Yeah.
I busted open for you. And wow, this
You
is
do
it.
this to me.
yeah.
But what if that
Understandable.
like, she's like, damn, and you've never been sexier.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's an interesting
Kink.
dynamic.
Kink
So
alert.
she told the world.
Kink
but then
alert.
She's like, oh, I want you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait. She told the world.
so she told the world she embarrassed you, but it turned her on. And she was like, oh, every day I want to do it.
People laughing at you, like turns her on. Your
me getting
embarrassment.
and I'm not a humiliation nigga. I'm not.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm not one of those dudes.
I get it.
How
I
do
get
you
it.
know?
I don't like being humiliated in general. So I know
Fair
from a sexual standpoint, I want to be humiliated, nigga. That on purpose.
Yeah.
If something just happens naturally, I'm in the moment. I'm like, all right, cool. We here. You got to take this.
It just
but
sounds
like
to me that you need to get your bag up, because rich men love being humiliated.
oh, for sure, they do.
Stupid.
That was my fear. My fear was to make too much money to be out. Now I'm into shit like that. So like, yeah, I don't like. I'm just not into that. To me, sex is very private. Because even when I used to like, my worst performances were like I knew people were aware and around that I was doing it. For me personally, some people are like they get off on a crowd. Some people like they'll like when I was smashing, I was like living with my friends, and they were being like loud and rambunctious. Like I was just like, these niggas are loud, bro. Like, why are you so loud? I don't like nigga. Like, cause one of the girls kind of just she's losing a little bit of focus too at times.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, roommates and not everybody's comfortable with. I get that.
Yeah.
Not everybody's comfortable with that.
But some people are. Some dudes are just like they can fuck in the audience. Like I can't. Yeah. You can do an orgy. I don't know. If I
I've been watched before. I don't care.
I never done an orgy before though.
I think it all stems back to you should have played sports in college, man. I think things get wild in college.
I mean, here's the thing. I still had wild college moments, and I had opportunities to
They were
do
just
them.
in private.
But my thing is, I could have done some of those things, right?
Why are we can't? This is not right to make fun of him for wanting to have sex
No,
in
it's
private.
not. It's
No,
not
it's
at
not
all.
right, but it's funny.
It's so
It is funny. It is.
And the only reason
but
I
it's
keep
not
doing
right.
it because every time I make a
And it
comment,
makes no sense
I
at
look
all.
over, Gary's going. That's why I
For a
keep
man to
doing
just
it.
want to have sex in private.
Keenan is being 100% logical.
I know.
It's 100%.
And we're just like,
it's so funny.
prude.
which is why I'm able to have the conversation. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like
ridiculous. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
not hurt by it. It's just like,
Right.
but I also understand y'all aspect. I understand people that like they're like, nigga, I can do. It's not like I can't do it anywhere. When I was first having sex, I wasn't able to have sex at the house. I was fucking at parks all the time. I was always at a park. I was always outside having sex because you couldn't like. I'm
Right. Couldn't
a
bring girls to the
teenager.
house.
Like I wasn't able to have sex in the house because I'll get caught.
They had parents too.
Yeah. So it's like, and our parents were normally home at a certain time. So it was like, I was out here getting it in at what I said, outside parks in a ditch somewhere. It's like it's like you're fucking in places that you probably shouldn't be. That's dangerous technically, but you're just like, you're not thinking about that as a 17-year-old.
You're so horny. So maybe you got to get back to your super horny. Where you just didn't give a fuck.
It might be part of it.
You know what I mean? Just I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think there's sometimes there's moments. It's just like I think those moments aren't as.
That's fair. Now, for an overthinker, it is fair to be like, I don't know what I will do when in Rome.
Well, you know what? This is what happened too, right? There's been times when I was with exes and we would like do stuff in the car and fucking like somebody, like the cops pulled up on us. And they legit hit us with the whole like, are you safe?
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
who?
Like to the girl.
Oh, so you've had...
You were fucking a white woman?
No, she was black.
Oh.
And they cared?
Like this? That's why I was like, wait,
Yeah.
And they cared is
where did you
crazy.
grow up? Where is this?
That's great. That's fantastic.
That's
Well,
progress.
I guess fair. She was light skinned, but like,
Oh, okay. Ambiguous.
she wasn't ambiguous though. She was
was
clear,
like early-
a light skinned black girl. But
Yeah.
it was like, you know, we were like in the car, and you know, like literally, it was like a pop up. Like they tapped on the window with the
Yeah.
thing. And it was like a pop up, and it was just one of those like. They were either seeing probably if this is a John, like he's paying for this,
Right.
or was I essentially
Is
forcing
she
her to do
underage?
something?
Yeah.
It was probably a bunch of those things.
A bunch of
Yeah.
things.
And so they run on the window.
And also, it's a crime. It's illegal.
Yeah, so it's like they're like, oh, what was going on here? It's like, oh no, we're just talking. It's like talking.
Yeah.
All right, ma'am, are you against your will? So they're asking those questions. Are you being held against your will right now? She's like, what the fuck? No. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, are you sure? Is he? They were trying to press her like, is he intimidating you right now?
Yeah.
And me,
Well, those are fair. At this age, I understand that line of questioning.
right? And, you know, for me, I always go like, I was never that guy, and I always
Right.
look like I always look super young and soft
Right.
looking. So
Yeah.
to me, I was like, I'm looking at the cops like, me.
Look at my eyes.
Yeah.
You think that I'm
light on
capable
him.
of
Flash the
doing
light.
Like, the Hazels. The Hazels
I'm
would never
merely an
do this.
innocent boy.
But that was
She's
like,
the aggressor.
that was my energy. My energy was just like, you think me? And so like she was just like she kind of got aggressive with him. Like, don't fucking do that. Like, don't like press my boyfriend. Because this wasn't a girl. This was like that's my girlfriend at the time. She was just like, don't fucking do that. And so luckily she
They're
her,
like, strong black woman, nothing to see here. Let's go, Carter.
so they end up eventually dipping off. But like, so those instances, like they kind of scar you, especially when cops come at you that aggressively.
There's always a backstory.
So it's like, you know, for me, I still
What? I'm so serious. There's always a backstory.
Oh, I thought you meant there's a backstory to this backstory.
No, I'm just saying each thing leads to a backstory of why. Like, there's always
Yeah.
a reason why everybody does what they do.
Yeah, so I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not spontaneous still. I'm
Yeah.
super spontaneous, but it's just like, it's one of those things like, I don't know, it's, you know, at this age, niggas I be tired, bro.
It's crazy we're saying at this age. Crazy.
I would say too, you know, for me, I think since my job now, essentially, since if I'm not doing stand up, I'm like sitting down and editing for a long time, not being as only time I'm active is when I go to the gym. Like I don't hoop as much, nowhere near as much as I used to back in the day. I'm not as active besides the gym as I was back in the day. I think when I was active, wanted to be more active. Mm-hmm. When I'm chilling, I'd be like, I can sit down and just, you know, yeah, it is what it is.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I've Googled why I have high sex. I'm like, because I thought something was wrong with me. For a
Oh, you
while.
think you have a high sex drive?
I thought something was wrong. And then when I looked it up, it was just like, you're just healthy as fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you're always doing something. You're either running around with kids, working out. You know, you take care of yourself up. So yeah, you're just healthy. Like
You gotta understand, when I lived with Keon for a minute, because at the time my sex drive was still high for a long time, and when I was living with Keon, I remember the time too. I was like, "Am I a nympho? Do I feel like I need sex all the time?" And then I think I don't know if this girl was or not, but I met a girl with a higher sex drive than me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not." Like, you think you are until somebody, because one you realize that too. You might feel like you're not satisfying her. Because usually, at least for me, my mentality is like when we have sex, she's like, all right, nigga, I'm done. Yeah. Whoa. So I'm out of here. Where she was kind of like, she was done. She'd be like, when do you think you can go again? I'm like, I just ended this shit. And it's just like, you go, and she could have kept going and going and going, even though she was being satisfied. But I was just like, all right.
You know what's crazy is that you said you met a woman who had a higher sex drive than you, and immediately my first thought was like, oh, what's her trauma? Mm-hmm. Why does she have such a high sex drive and just sort of the, you know,
accepting that she's horny?
Yeah, it's like she just can't be horny.
Yeah,
like society's like, no, what happened to you? What happened?
Well, something did happen.
I'm guilty.
Oh.
See,
something happened.
So what's like a normal sex drive for a normal girl where nothing has happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's
a good question.
I couldn't answer that.
Because it seems that like the hypersexual ones usually have something attached to that, which is unfortunate and sad. I just wish, I wish she could have acquired that just in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you guys think
since
it is?
We're here.
Yeah, I was saying, for a girl's healthy sex drive without no trauma, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? I wouldn't want to say what do you think it should be. What do you think it is?
She's probably one of the. Oh, sorry.
I would say I hate that we're even on this. A woman who's had no trauma.
Man, dude, you fucking trash, bro. You guys are trash, bro. Like that should just be making me mad. Like that we can't. You niggas suck.
Yeah.
Like why y'all do that shit?
Wait, what are we talking about now?
Like all the guys who cause the trauma.
He's like, wait a second. Wait,
Yeah, not us.
Oh, okay.
But all the guys who cause these traumas, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man?
Well,
also I watch a lot of SVU,
their
triggered.
backstory. You know, backstories on backstories
Backstory
on backstory on
yeah.
backstory,
Yeah.
and then it goes back to slavery. You know what I mean? You do enough backstories,
It go back to slavery.
Yeah. With every race, though.
Yeah.
With every race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna answer this question.
Yeah. What's the question? What was the question again?
What do you think is a healthy amount?
A healthy sex drive for a
non-
non-abused adult female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woman. You can't. You say female nowadays. It's
Can we say female?
it's called a dog.
Woman identify. Wait.
Fuck that. For a female, nigga. Like this is why
I'm talking about a bitch, nigga.
This is wildly
We're talking about
inappropriate, bro. We're
bitches,
not PC
nigga.
on this show.
We ain't talking.
Fuck that.
That was me being sarcastic.
I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. For a female with her natural ovaries.
Yeah. Thick.
Thick as fuck.
What if that factors in? What if that's a part of the trauma? You know what I mean?
Just being hit on all the time. Maybe nothing happened to them, but they were just
or
always
on the other side. Never, being built like,
and then catching up, and now you have your freedom.
Yeah.
What if your trauma isn't? Because I know girls like this too. the hypersexual ones, your trauma wasn't that anything happened to you. It was that you were never allowed to do anything.
Okay,
I know
so
girls
the
like
Catholic,
that.
the Catholic girls.
I know girls like that who
But that's
just
a
like
phase. That feels like a phase.
they when they were able to cut loose, they cut loose, and they never got out. They was like, "This is fun."
Yeah, but we're talking about like a hypersexual 45-year-old woman.
Well, but their hormones are also different at that age. That's when they reaching their peak.
Yeah, they go up. So
they
That's
like
what they say.
And
I
most
think that's
dudes are
30s
going
though.
down. Most dudes are going down,
Yeah.
and the women are going up. And that's why they be fucking young niggas because they got all the energy in the world.
Yeah, but then we also got to we also got to factor in like a woman in a relationship versus a woman who's single, and like because I think that looks different too.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Because they all change.
Yeah, and just there's a different excitement in dating.
Yeah.
and
That's why I don't believe
spontaneity.
in jealousy of somebody else's relationship. When dudes be like, "Oh man, well they get to do this and blah blah," it's like if you got with her,
Yeah,
eventually that
Yeah.
cycle that you fall into, you fall into with her too.
Which is
Yeah.
interesting because yesterday in therapy I had like an individual segment,
Yeah.
and she asked me if there was any like couples, like model type couples that I would want to like emulate my relationship. Like, because she was asking, like, what do you envision in terms of like being married, and how does that change things? How does that change the sort of the dynamic, and what do you hope to change? Like, how do you envision it? And then she was like trying to reference like, you know, like TV couples, or like what about a Martin and a Gina, or like whatever. And I was like, I've never looked at any couple and been like, I want that.
I don't think we do
That's
that,
squad goals.
Yeah.
Like I've never in my life, because even what you see on the exterior, it could be something
Right.
completely different.
I don't think
scenes.
men do that though.
I think most
Yeah, I
guys
thought it was
don't.
a
know-
weird. I thought it was
I don't know
super
any
weird.
men who be like goals.
Yeah.
I don't know any.
Super weird. That shit was super weird to me.
I think these young dudes do. I think these like 19
younger
and 20
dudes I
guys,
see,
yeah, they be doing that.
because they look at us and be like, man, that's true happiness. That's what I want.
Not even just
Like,
that. I see them
fucking
young dudes
weird.
be looking at rappers. They be looking at the Cardi B's and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, that's what I want. I want to be living. And I'm just like, I don't even think y'all understand
they
what you're
just
looking at.
speaking on hormones
Yeah,
and,
that shit
and
is
lavish.
weird.
That's
That
not
was,
weird.
It was so. I was so
I'm
thrown
real.
off. I was like,
we didn't answer this question yet.
What's the question?
The question was how many?
Oh,
a normal, unabused, no trauma, just a normal female.
Yeah, I couldn't
woman.
answer. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know
I
what
would
they're.
say.
Because I couldn't even answer for a dude, to be honest with you.
I think it varies. I think
Yeah.
it varies. I think it varies for them too, like depending on different like
And their
circumstances.
moods. Everything is just their moods and their
very
hormones
tapped into
and their.
yeah.
Because I always
The fair question would be how much sex for a woman who's ovulating. What
Oh,
the hell?
that's
You know what I
funny,
mean? Like,
yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
break
Yeah.
down like what time of the month it is,
I would
what
say-
they're going through. What,
yeah.
you
So
know
I
what
would
mean?
say, 4 times a month.
Once a week.
I would say 4 times a month. I don't think that's even spread out into like once a week. I would say like 1 week is just like a bunch of times, a couple times,
And then they could chill for
and
the
then
other
and
3
then they can
weeks.
chill for the rest of the month.
Yeah, I saw this girl. She put up a video saying like, if you have sex with your man once a week, that's 4 times a month, and you think he's satisfied, she was like, he's not satisfied.
I'm satisfied.
I can't.
I'm satisfied.
I can't.
I'm good.
I can't fathom.
I'm not.
straight.
I'm not satisfied.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah. And my thing is,
He's over here boiling.
Like I can't.
Once a week?
No.
and it don't
No.
gotta be actual to sex, like a sexual act, whether it's like some head, some intimacy, some type of way. It's like cool, but like,
Is head intimate? Does head, like, when you think of intimacy, you can think of head?
I
as being
can't.
an intimate act?
yeah,
We're sharing a moment. But first of all, too, I think
you are.
I think that I've gotten to a point in my life now where it's not just horny.
Yep.
When we're doing it, it's all, to me, doing that is equal to when we are doing nothing, when we're just sitting on the couch and her leg is on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
Wait.
just all connection.
Yep.
Oh, so all of
its connection.
head is a part of that.
Yeah, well, so the amount of sex, the times we watch TV together, like all of it is just me and you rocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's past just me being horny all the time.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, because I could jack off and get a nut off, but that,
I want to be with you. I
I
want
want to, it's not the same.
Being with you is a part of like while I enjoy this. It's like this moment with you.
Yeah.
It's not just about like
I wonder if
fucking the dog shit out you.
Right. And then and then on top of that, it's not even about just getting a nut. I could go fuck anybody, technically. I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Like it's a different
I wonder.
thing. I guess that's what they call making love.
Yeah, I wonder if women feel the same way about head specifically. If they
When they're
Receiving?
giving it or receiving,
When they're
yeah.
giving
Yeah.
it.
Some women love it.
Yeah, I think that percentage shrinks for them because it's like, some women are just like they're dogs at it, and they understand their power. They understand like,
Yeah, they
yo,
like the power of it.
yeah, and they understand like, yeah, they're in control.
They think it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. And I think some women are just like, it's a chore. I think when they're receiving it though, it's like they get to kind of get to relax, especially if you know what you're doing. You know how to get your
I was
girl
about to
there.
say, if it's good.
Yeah,
If it's not.
If you know how to, especially if you know how to get your lady there, that's just incredible. Like I'm sure it's incredible for them. It's just like they know that you're gonna do it too. They're confident that you're gonna get them there within 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 10 at max.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I'm happy this is happening. They probably just like how
You
we
think you think it's efficient? You think it's efficiency for them?
What do
Like,
you
can
mean?
you do it in this period of time, or does that matter? I don't know if that matters.
I
don't
think
that
it
matters.
does matter for them sometimes because they'll get in their head about how long this is taking.
Yeah, I can
Like, I
see
can't
that.
find my spot. I can't. You know what I mean? They'll start.
Yeah.
So I think efficiency does matter with them sometimes, or even mid smash. Like, why is he taking so long? And they'll start thinking, well, what's going on? Like, why?
I heard when I started to hear that women said like they started to say like when we say come for me baby, come for me daddy, means like hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really like a thing of like, yeah, this is sexy. It's just like, nigga, we've been doing this for either she already got hers or she's not feeling it, she's bored, whatever the case may be. She wants you to
Or
wrap
she
it up.
just knows for her to refine her, it's going to take longer, and she don't want to put that on you.
Yeah.
So she's just like, oh, go ahead and get yours because I'm in a space right now where it's going to take me forever.
Or I'm not gonna get it at all because I'm in that
because
space.
I'm in this
Yeah.
space. So
Yeah.
just go ahead and get yours. Because I had a good time, but I fucked up mentally. Like
Yeah.
I can't get out of this. So it is what it is, and which is fine if that's communicated. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's not a reflection of me. I can't control
What's in your
your
head?
own frustrations with yourself. You know what I mean? I don't take that personally.
Could have had a long day, you just can't get to it. Or some girls just be like, all right, I just like they can get it off head, but it's like today from a penetrational standpoint, it's not gonna work for me. You're just like, all right.
Which is I don't care. Like I'm like that's what you need, man. Like I'm okay with
That's crazy.
the communication of it all, man. I'm just like I just like
That's
knowing where
crazy.
people stand. But
It just makes things easier.
yeah, I like simplicity, man, and opening your mouth and saying how you
my dick
feel.
in it.
It's
All right.
simple.
Open your mouth, put my dick in it, it's good to go.
Like, it's just, but yeah, the healthy woman, I couldn't call it because I can't. Like even him saying that surprised me. That shocked the hell out of me once a week. He's a healthy man, but I was like, no.
As a healthy man, I think that we would probably want it anywhere between 3 to 4 times. Some type of sexual act. I won't say just sex. Some type of sexual act 3 to 4 times a week.
I'm good with 5.
5 times a week.
Yeah, I'm good with 5.
Yeah, I think.
I will up it to 2. I'm gonna up it to 2. I've heard it's like 2 would be cool.
But I
Spaced
think,
out.
but I think
Every
the
couple
type
days.
that's the thing is like everybody's sexual drive is different.
Yeah.
So it's like it's from with Gary how he's portraying
Let's
is
say
that
every third day.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Third day.
That's fair.
When you break it down that way.
Every third day.
Yeah, every
Because
third day.
in our household, every third day is when we both get an attitude. So we know it's time. It's time to re-up.
Yeah.
If we wait that long, you know what I mean. But if it goes that long, we're like, what's wrong with us? And then we're like, oh, it's been
Yeah.
the 3 days. So I think I would say that's cool. And it also depends on what kind.
That's a big thing.
I take 3 Incredibles, like over 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, we did it
Just
just
dialed
to do
it
it.
in, yeah.
So it also depends on or one of them nights where it's just insane. 2 of those a week where it's insane
Yeah.
is enough to hold you. You know, it's enough to.
Yeah, you get a great one off. You just like, I'm
Yeah.
good for the next few days.
I'm
not tripping on
good.
this.
Like that. We had
a ball.
now. Sometimes it backfires. It was so amazing. We was like, let's
Go again.
do that again. You know what I mean? But I think it varies. I don't think there's an answer. I think it all varies depending on your drive. And I'm not knocking anybody. Some people's are higher. Some people's are lower. I mean, it just is what it is.
I think too. If you just, I think I think more as a woman because I think their sex drives are usually lower than ours. I think that needs to also probably be expressed to your partner though. Like because like we talk about like just relationships, sexual relationships and stuff like that. If you know that, look, I don't have to do this. Like I can legit go once every few months without having sex. You need to express that to your partner so he either knows to either continue to make this decision to be with you or be like, yo, I can't.
So extreme.
No. I'm saying
It's
before,
very
I'm saying before you even get to marriage. I'm saying if we're in the talking phase or we start dating,
But no,
it's
not
not
times
extreme.
though
It's
during that dating
I think
phase,
it's
she ain't gonna
extreme.
feel like that.
I think
And this
it's
is why I
extreme
say it's not extreme because do you just stay in some shit you don't like, knowing it's not gonna change?
I think you grow. I think you make the effort to grow. I think you can set sort of, you can make the claim and say these are my needs, but also feel like it's kind of weird and transactional for someone to be like, oh, I can meet those or I can't. You know what I mean? Like it's too cut and dry.
Well, you're always changing. You're always
because
growing.
we're all changing. I could say one thing, this year, but then
Right.
next year I feel a different way.
Right.
So it's about going on the journey and evolving together. Like, okay, we're signing up for this. I don't know if this is going to be the same
Right.
thing.
So when is the all right? I'm out mode. So you have this discussion. Hey, once every 3 months ain't enough.
I think
And then
I think you can
You're
ha-
5 years later, and it's
Yeah.
still once every 3 months.
Yeah, I think it varies, but I think there is a certain point where it's like, okay,
We're not gonna
because
change.
it doesn't become the same conversation about just like the sexual needs. It becomes a conversation about like, oh, you don't really even care about my needs at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Like now you're drawing a wedge between us because it seems like it feels like it's kind of heightened to a level where it's like, oh, you don't give a fuck at all.
And this is what I meant. This is why I said his wasn't extreme, because if you're with a person that's like, no, but I'm really good with just once 3 months, like, and I do I even want to smash somebody who don't want to smash me like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole. There's so many other things that play in the part of just. Because then it becomes a point where it's a chore.
Yeah, because it's like I don't
want to smash somebody who's doing this as a chore. This is
also
stupid.
too, as a guy, you want to feel desired too. You want to know that your
Right.
lady finds you sexy or want to jump on you and be like, "Yo, I want some tonight." And when you never get that, it's just like that could
that's
probably
demoralizing.
Yeah, it's demoralizing, especially if y'all were doing it at first that way. It's like, because at least for me, I would ask the question like, "Is it physically? Is it like a?"
Oh, so you're speaking more of if it changed.
If it does change, like if it changes,
What if it was
like
always like that?
it would never.
Well, then you signed up for it at that point.
I would have never signed up for it.
Yeah.
I would have been like, nah, I'm not doing this. And she asked me why. I would keep it honest. I'd be like, look, my sex drive is kind of like at a level that you're not going to be able to meet. And the last thing I want to do,
But you're a great person.
huh?
But you're a great person.
You're a great person, and I don't want you to feel like you're going to start to feel a certain way when I'm going to end up. I know it's best for me not to be in this situation at all. But if I did do it, I would probably end up stepping out.
So hypothetically, when do you have that conversation in terms of like, if you're just dating, if you're dating someone, when do you have that conversation about your sexual needs? Like,
It's weird because it's like I don't think you even get to that in the dating phase. It's like, because dating can be weird too because you might not be seeing each other every single day, depending on schedules, how things are set up.
Yeah, all things.
So if you moved in together.
Yeah, is it moved
together.
in? Is it after you moved in? Is it after you
I
get
think
engaged?
moved in is
it-
definitely a serious conversation.
Or is it
Probably.
before you
Because
move in?
after the move in, what's next?
Yeah.
You know that the marriage is coming after that.
I would say in all honesty, if you're going to move it before you move in with each other, had that discussion.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Should you be married before you move in with each
I
other?
say no.
I say no too. I don't think you should be married before you move in. I think you should move in.
say yes.
You learn people when you move in.
Yeah.
with 'em.
What is your point of being married?
I wouldn't be married before I learn somebody.
Yeah, hold on. No, Gary just said he don't think so. So what is your reasoning for that?
Why you should be married before you move in?
Yeah.
I think because it's a step and it's a evolution in your relationship and your connection. And I think if you move in before, so many things can go awry. It will lessen the incentive to even get married. I think you move in together. I think it could create like a certain like distance. Whereas if you're married, you're kind of forced to work through that. You're forced to work through it. But if you're not, then it's like, oh fuck, let's just dip. But I think when you're actually together and you have that union, you kind of have to do the work.
Nah, this ain't the 60s, man. You ain't forced to stay married. People getting married, they getting divorced in under 6 months.
But also getting divorced too fast now. They're also getting divorced.
We're just like, I'm out.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's what I'm saying. The reason why I always,
but I don't think anybody should stay in a bad relationship either.
No.
Right, exactly.
But I agree with Gary as far as every bad situation ain't all right, or I'm out.
Yeah,
but that's how people react. So that's why I think, and moving in first, I do think some guys do get that comfortability, right? When they go, all right, I'm getting everything that I need from you without having to marry you. Cause we live together, we got kids together, we got all this stuff together. So I don't have any incentive to go get a ring, get on bending knee, and do this whole ceremonial thing, right? But in the sense of like a relationship, because I look at it more from a relationship standpoint, it's like I would rather live with you first to see if I want to marry you. Because if I marry
I
you,
need to see all them habits.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially for somebody like me, like I need to see sharing a space with you,
right?
What your sink gonna look like,
right?
Like that, because I know that's gonna bother me.
I think that's married shit though. I think that shit you work through. Like, oh, we're married now. This sink thing, whatever your little quirks are.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, I want to know before.
Yeah, I want to know before.
Because I'm a person that will take marriage seriously and try to work through it. I want to get as many frustrations out now before I know I'm not gonna leave.
But also with marriage, there's so much to lose. So if you don't experience those things, you go straight to it. Especially as a guy, you can be like, "Yo, I can't be with this person." So now I'm about to lose half, or have to be I'm gonna be in a messy ass divorce because she don't keep her sink clean. You know what I'm saying?
The idea is for you to actually have the incentive to work through it because there is so much to lose. The stakes are great.
So I understand your point. Like I agree with that. So I'm like, but let's knock out as many as we can before.
Yeah.
And then the ones because we know we're going to run into shit.
Right.
So there's no point in bringing all this on top of the new shit that's going to create when we have kids, when we share finances, when we, those are more things, but we never solve this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like,
I think I think there's a level of commitment to it, like of saying that you're going to go through this experience and we're going to go through this journey because ideally you don't want to have kids before you're married. Ideally, in the most ideal scenario,
right?
Unless you recommend that as well.
No,
have kids first and then get married.
I mean, my situation is not that.
Because kids change everything.
Right.
Yeah, my situation is literally we moved in first, we got married, and we're now on the steps of having children.
I married you because I wanted to have children with you.
Yeah.
I married you because I wanted to move in with you.
I wanted to start a family, so it's like that was my reasoning. But it's just like, and I wanted to be married. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Beforehand, when I was younger, I thought that I wanted to have. I for sure was like, yo, I want to have kids and then get married. It's just like, nigga, that's kind of crazy to think that. But
I always thought I wanted 3 kids, and then I was like, nah, I don't.
That's kind of funny. Our experiences, just as our backstories. Because for me, I just wanted to have all my kids with the same one. That's all. That's all I wanted for myself. I didn't even on some marriage shit. Like I wasn't even on marriage shit. I was just like, I just want to make sure.
Well, at first I wasn't on baby mama. The married shit, but I was like, I'm having all my kids with the same person. I never wanted baby mamas. Like ever. I never wanted baby mamas. But it was just a natural thing. Oh, well, we gonna have kids and live together. And nigga, we're married. Like, what are we doing? Like, so, and that's why I feel for women sometimes when they be like, people like marriage ain't for everybody. But I do get when they be like, well, what are we doing? We're doing everything that a marriage is. What is the big deal about you? And then when dudes come in with the half argument, which is the number one thing, well, I don't want to take half my shit. It's like, most people, what she really take?
I think it makes sense for them to get half of your shit.
Well, to answer Keon's question, it's not about what do you have from a possession standpoint. It's about what they're going to take from you from a job standpoint. So it's like I had homies that worked at Home Depot, right? They wasn't making a whole bunch of money, but they were their check was getting garnished.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and I remember this dude that I worked with, he was just like, he's like, bro, he's like, I have to move back in with my parents because I can't even fucking afford to live on my own because the money that they're taking from me, she's able to live with the kid on her own.
Yeah.
It's like, so.
But she has a kid though.
So
that's the thing. It's like she shouldn't have a kid then.
I saw a video on that where a dude was like, I'd be able to take care of this kid by myself without alimony. So if you can't handle it, send them this way.
Yeah.
Let me have a baby.
Right.
And a lot of women don't want to give up that. And that's where the argument comes in. Like, you only want that baby for the money. Because if you know you can't swing it, and I can send them this way.
Yeah.
And it was a very good. I was just looking at
That's a good-
perspectives,
that's
and it was like he was like, I would never ask you for a thing. I don't need it.
I don't need
So
one
if you
from
need me like
Yeah.
that, let me have it. And so it was like, so at that point,
But
is
she
it
did-
about your child?
She did have the baby.
Is it about the child or is it about my money? Because if your
I think-
struggle is the money, let me raise that baby and you get them on the weekends or you get them 3 times a week or whatever like that. You still see your baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You take care of yourself.
That's
I got
hard.
it.
That's hard.
You know, so it is a fair argument on the other end when it comes to child support and things like that. Like, is it about the kid? And I even look at these celebrity couples. I need $20,000 a month. Well, then let me
I'll take care of him,
Get the
man.
kid.
take this baby then.
I think it's about
Yeah,
that. I
that's
think it's
hard.
about control. Because another video
Control. That's what people were
I
saying.
saw another video. I think it's an older video, but it was like this video where this black dude he cut his kid's hair, and so he was dropping them. You know, he was meeting at the mutual space to drop the kids back off to the mother of the children, and she was like, "Did you cut? I didn't say you can cut their hair." He's like, "I don't need permission from you to cut
Yeah, I'm
my
the
children's
father."
hair. I'm the father."
Yeah.
And she was going off. Like she was like, "We're gonna call the police on you." The dude was like, "Hey, just don't come over by my car." He hit me. She's faking like she got hit.
Yeah.
And then once I saw her mom step into the play, I was like, "Oh, her mom's the issue too."
There's the backstory.
There's back to her mom is a terrible person. So it was like when I see stuff like that too, it's just like, man, I never thought about having a whole bunch of baby mamas. That shit was just a headache. But I do think as some guys, like I said, some guys that I knew that worked at the places that I worked at, that they made just enough to like be able to afford a place. Now they were like, yo, their check is a couple $100s. And it's just like, aren't they about to take a small percentage out? It's like, nigga, they're taking more than a percentage
Right.
out.
And not only is it a control thing, it's a like it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, so I want you
To suffer.
to be upset. I want
Yeah.
you to be because I'm in my feelings.
Vindictive.
So you got to be in your feelings too, or you got to be struggling. Like I need, because let's say she gave up the kid, they go live with their dad, everything's running smoothly. Well, this nigga got everything he wanted again, and now here I am, lonely and with no kid. Like what I want to win, I want to win something because I lost what I
think
wanted.
that she lost the time. She lost the time to find the suitable proper mate for her soulmate or whatever. And
But you
now-
can if you send that baby with me, because most people be like, I don't want a kid in the house.
Yeah, but
You ain't
your
got one in the
value-
house.
but
Yeah.
your value as a woman declines greatly after you have a child and with age.
But
so
not-
you got a child and you're older now.
But to a certain age, you know, most dudes dating in a certain age bracket knows there's probably a kid involved.
Yeah. Once
So once you're in your age bracket, you're like,
it's still a big ass, and
you're-
it's still I think it's still really hard.
but
for them.
I think the kid thing, a lot of times dudes don't want, you know, a girl with kids. Because like I said, the kid lives with her.
But yeah, I think that's a part of it. It's just like at the end of the day, it's like I think that the courts need to do a better job of like, all right, if this person has a financial space to take care of this child and this other person doesn't,
that's
you
the logical decision.
you shouldn't, or you should just split the custody down the middle if that's the case. But you shouldn't be like, all right, this person should get their check garnished. It's like, but I want my child. If the guy goes like, look, man, I wanted to do with this kid, I'll just pay child support, or I only want the kids on the weekend. Because some dudes are like that. I only want my kids on the weekend. I don't want to have them all the time. I want to be able to live my life.
Yeah, I think it's all case by case.
So it's like that's where things get tough. But I think I think it just gets rough.
I appreciate everyone tuning in.
Yeah.
Please tell people.
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
We would like for this. We think we have some interesting takes on things.
3 different
and
perspectives.
yeah.
Don't always agree, which is
we
great.
usually- yeah.
Yeah.
It's not filled with gossip, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not spilling tea.
We're
and-
too old for
and
that shit.
Pop culture.
Yeah.
We're not in people's business like that. We're just
Yeah.
kind of.
We're gonna give commentary takes on it and
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I couldn't
more
even
from a
do
comedian.
it. I couldn't even have one of those because I don't care.
I don't care enough.
Yeah, about
I don't
what's
care.
going on.
Yeah, I'd be like, so who dated who? And I don't give a fuck. Got my own shit. Got my own shit. But yeah, thank y'all, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
What's Kamala Harris's sex drive?
All right.
Which